I don't care what you say, this game is fucking hard. And this is coming from someone who speedruns getting over it for fun. In case you don't know what I'm talking about Post Void. Now, if you don't know what Post Void is, it's a first-person shooter, action roguelike, where you get from point A to point B in under 13 seconds 11 times in a row. Sounds easy, right? Well, it is until you add enemies that can shoot you, bite you, chase you, and blind you. And when I say blind you, I don't mean as in you've been slapped in the face by a napkin from a little kid's birthday party. I mean like,
think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
It sucks, doesn't it? But it doesn't stop there, my friend. That's just the start of it. Not only do you have to deal with all of that shit, you also have to deal with getting from point A to point B inside of a maze, where if you get lost, you might as well just call it quits and start a new run. Now, I can sit here all day and rant on and on about how hard this game is, but I might as well just get straight into the run now so you can see firsthand how hard this is. Just a quick warning, this game has a lot of flashing lights and images, so if that's not your thing, I would recommend sitting this one out, as it gets pretty intense. Getting into the run here, we start off with just a main pistol, and we only have to really deal with one enemy. There are two enemies in this level, but the only one you have to deal with is the one with these guns. There's also these like tentacle eye things that poke out the walls, but you rarely see them in like the first level, so they're not too much of an issue. So we're just starting off with the pistol here. I don't really like using any of the other items that you can use, like other guns that you can get, or the knife. But yeah, that's just the first level, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we're gonna go with the more liquid here, and with the more liquid, it just allows me to get even more time that you can use to play the game. So the way that it works, you get 13 seconds. When you kill an enemy, the seconds go up, and if you get hit by an enemy, the seconds go down. Now, I just want to quickly point out the other enemy that you have to worry about in this level are these little fuckers that just run at you. They'll try and bite your ankles and everything. That's like never fun. Now, completing level 2, we're going to level 3 now. We choose the bouncing bullets. In my opinion, this is like one of the best abilities. You can literally just spam fire and it'll just clear out an entire room because the bullets are bouncing everywhere and they're bouncing, hitting enemies in the head. I forgot to mention that when you hit an enemy in the head, it's just insta-kill. Other than that, like if you hit him in the body or anywhere else, it just won't really do anything. Now just going through here. So we completed the, what was that, the third level. It's pretty quick. And we choose make you running faster when you go backwards, because I don't really like using the knife and I don't really like using the Uzi. I feel like they're just kind of eh. And this is also Act 2, I forgot to mention that, where you're introduced to 3 new enemies, or not really new. There's one enemy that was in the first level, but you never see it, as I said before. It's a tentacle eye thing, so you can see just like poking out right there. You also introduce 2 new enemies. There's the ones that are drones, and they'll mess with your vision. And then there's the wall enemies, where like they just block up a way that you have to go like that. And yeah, I didn't even see what enemy ability that I chose. It's going so fast. So you can see like what I mean by the blinding. It is horrible. Like it's not life-threatening, but it is a pain to deal with, I swear. Now, this is also like where the game also introduced like 2nd level and 3rd level. You only really want to do the 2nd and 1st level, so you only really want to go up and down. You will never go, I mean never go into the 3rd level unless it's the end of the level. Now, we're using faster reloading here. With the faster reloading, it's quite explanatory, I guess. But yeah, it's fast reloading. And that's perfect for the pistol because like you don't have to worry about reloading really ever. Like I don't know how many times I actually just let the gun run out. I could just let it run out all the time, or I reload every time. I don't exactly know. I'm kind of just playing the game. I'm super focused at this point. The run before, I got to like level 8 or 9, and like I got completely lost in this maze because I went the wrong way. And yeah, it just wasn't a nice day. So here, I choose to slow down enemy bullets. Now this ability, I have no idea how useful it is, but now we're on to Act 3, and that's the fucker that blinds you. That's the think fast Chuckle Nut right there. It's the little hands that like crawl on the floor. Now you'll see that there are no more of the regular gunsmen. They've turned into like these white suit gunsmen where they'll like jump around everywhere, and the only way that you can beat them is if you just like rapidly fire your weapon. Now this is where like the game starts to just throw everything it has at you, like complex paths. Like you only have to deal with 2 floors yet again. I decided to put more liquid in the idle. That's always a good thing to do. But yeah, you only have to deal with 2 levels. You'll never have to do the 3rd level, like I said before. But yeah, just running through these levels, it's just best to spam at this point. You see those eye things more clearly now, like running down that hallway, you can see like it's just like an eyeball and it shoots laser beams at you. But the best thing to do in this game is just run. If you miss an enemy, don't look back and try and shoot it. I think I do that like once or twice in this run, I don't remember, it's like really early on. But here I do more shooting, less reloading, it just gives you a bigger magazine, always helpful. Man, I'm really running out of stuff to say. I'm talking so fast because like the gameplay is so fast, so I feel like I need to talk fast to like make it more intense and everything. So yeah, it's just like some of the same enemies, really. There's no really new enemies at this point. At this point, this is the game throwing everything it can at you. And I think we're on level 9, about to go into level 10. This is basically the last level. Level 11 is really a pushover. But yeah, here it's just, yeah, it's all black now, so it makes it really hard to see anything. Also, the bitrate is dying here. I have no idea what happened here, but that's just what happens when you're doing a voiceover on a pre-recording. But you can see like the only way they can really navigate is through like the lights on the top. And at this point, I'm just going hog wild. Like, I don't even care what happens, just like pushing forwards, just like really just giving it all. And now we get into the epilogue, which is actually the tutorial level, just with like a bunch more enemies. And it's a pretty straightforward level. You just kind of like run forwards, keep it going. And there's not really any twists or turns, I don't think. There's like maybe like a path that will lead you down like an aisle that's only like 1 block along or something, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and yeah, that's the end of the game. So for some reason I just get really stuck here. The bitrate is not liking it right now. I hate having to do a voiceover on a shit recording, but it is what it is. So yeah, at this point I'm like, what the hell, have I done it, have I not? And I look back and I'm like, oh shit, what is happening right now? Like, it's not letting me go forwards. Well, then I realized that you just have to go to the left. Thank God the idol stops leaking. And yeah, that's the end of the game. You get to the flower and then you crush the idol on top of the flower. And you get this cool sequence, and that is the game. 4 minutes, 42 seconds, 10 milliseconds, 11 out of 11, 214 kills. What is that? 10,000 for just the victory, 103 headshots, 36% accuracy. That was probably because I was just like rapidly tapping as fast as I could to like get through the levels and make all the bullets bounce off the walls and everything. I got hit 75 times. That's insane. And then I got a score of 78,365. And wow, this took me like over a year to do. Like, I cannot express how happy I was like when I got this run. Again, this is a pre-recording, so I can't exactly show you what's happened because all the audio kind of just died. I don't know why, but it's just non-existent. But it doesn't matter. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one when that happens. See ya.
Tough times I've been going through. I feel like something's missing. My life's a little dull, think I have a condition. Everything I do, I just feel like I'm existing. I'm in a bad mood and there ain't no point resisting. My mind is on a mission to make me feel different. I don't wanna listen, but it's hard when it's persistent. Darkness is gripping, quicksand sifting. I've been sinking into this pit for a minute.